free 7-day step-by-step path to get hired in tech working remotely. This 7-day free course is for anyone, whether you're looking to get hired entry level, you have no experience, you have no degree, you have no certifications in tech sales, or if you're a seasoned professional in tech and you're just looking for a better, higher paying remote job in tech. I've partnered with the Digital Bromad, someone who's traveled the world in tech while he's worked remote and printed money from his laptop. So let's get right to it.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to my 7-day masterclass. I'm really excited to have you. If you don't know who I am, my name is Austin Abeyta. I spent the last 3 years traveling the world working remotely from my laptop. I started posting my stories online about 2 years ago and I got a ton of comments. I made it my new mission to help people get remote jobs so they can get location freedom and travel like me. It's been the most rewarding experience in my lifetime, and I know for sure if I get people remote jobs and into this lifestyle, it will completely change your life. I'm also teaming up with some masters of helping people go remote. They've been doing it for years, and our combined forces are gonna really help you get from point A to point B, especially if you feel like location freedom, working remote from your laptop, and saving money while you do it. So this is gonna be a 7-day course. Each day is gonna have a specific topic to help you guys go remote. Day 1 is about helping you pick your remote path, so you choose a lane that has a lot of opportunity and a lot of remote jobs. Day 2 is about tuning your resume to get past applicant tracking systems, a common hurdle you're gonna have to go through if you're applying for remote jobs. Day 3 is all about remote job prospecting, how to find the best remote jobs out there that give you location freedom, but also international freedom. Day 4 is about maximizing your impact. If you're gonna be applying to a lot of jobs, it's important to set up a system that not only organizes your job search, but also allows you to do it quickly. Episode 5 is all about leveraging AI. It's a massive tool in today's world, and if you're not leveraging it, honestly, you're gonna get left behind. It is perfect to help you with your job searches and for tailoring your resume. Episode 6 is about acing the interview. It's gonna be a masterclass on how to present yourself online or over Zoom, which is most likely how these interviews are gonna be conducted, and I think it's gonna provide you a ton of value. Finally, episode 7, you're gonna hear from other nomads, not just me, about how they were able to turn their life around, going from working as server to living in Mexico remotely, making over 6 figures, and being able to save up over a year's worth of expenses. I'm really excited you guys are here, so without further ado, let's jump right in. Welcome to Digital Wealth University. My name is Austin Abeyta.
I'm Sharif Dyer II, Sharif 2D. Don't click off this video if you ever want to potentially be making 6 figures from your computer, printing money anywhere in the world. We're gonna go step by step, bunch of gems. Watch the video, guys.
I think in 2024, there's no better way to 3x your income and 5x your lifestyle than working remote and traveling while you do it. So why remote work? Because your time is your most valuable asset. You don't want to spend it sitting in a car to commute. You don't want to spend it doing busy work because you're in an office and you got a manager booking over your shoulder. And it's about your work-life balance, being able to live the life that you want. Plus, the ability to travel these days really sets it apart, where I think this is the best decision I've ever made, and I know it'll be a great decision for a lot of you guys. Leveraging remote work to travel, this is my favorite thing to do with a remote job. It's 2024. Wi-Fi is good all over the world, and the best part is living is cheap. Every time I go back to the States, it feels like it's getting more and more expensive, where there are some places where you could set yourself up for $200 a month in a nice apartment in a nice area with good Wi-Fi and be able to travel whenever you want. And visas are easy. You're born in the US, a lot of these countries don't even require visas to enter, or they offer digital nomad visas that try to entice more workers to come in. So long story short, get your remote job, get set up, save yourself time, save yourself money, and if you want to, start traveling with it.
So guys, I'm the interview expert. Not only have I worked the past 3 going on 4 years in tech sales as a account executive, as a sales development representative, as an executive recruiter, but I've done over 100 interviews myself. So I've mastered the process of selling yourself to a company so that they can comfortably pay you to do the work anywhere in the world. So in terms of resume writing, the first thing is always starting with adding the numbers, adding the metrics, adding the keywords. From there, it's being extremely prepared for the interview. You always want to have, I say, at least 10 questions ready to ask. You don't want to be the person who gets to the end of the interview, the recruiter says, hey, what questions do you have for me? And it's crickets. Guarantee you're going to be the one getting ghosted and not hearing back from the recruiter. And finally, salary negotiation. I've had videos go viral on TikTok of me not saying a number first when it comes to salary. You never want to sell yourself short. So salary negotiation, again, is something that we teach inside of the Digital Wealth University. And again, being that I've worked in tech sales, selling software to some of the largest companies, I've found that the interview process, again, is marketing yourself, it's sales techniques, even having a really good closing question at the end of your 30-minute interview. So you make sure you're wrapping up the call call, you let them know you're 100% bought in, you want to move forward. Hey, what are the next steps so that you can continue moving along through the process? And then once you do get the job, we dive into not only how do you retain customers, but how do you manage a pipeline inside of one of these CRM tools that the company is using. So again, you're here because you want to work remote. Maybe you're working in a warehouse. Maybe you're working in some sales commission role and you're in office. Whatever your experience is, you don't need a degree, you don't need a certification, but we will be able to help you transition to a remote job. Or if you're already in a remote job and you want to job hop, you want to job stack, but you're having struggles with your resume, you're having struggles applying, and you just don't know how to stay organized in the process, we take care of all of that for you.
So choosing your remote job, how to pick. There are a lot of remote jobs out there, luckily, but they're all not created equal. Some have more opportunity than others.
Which is why at the end of day one, I'm going to be going through the exact way to find the remote job that works best for you. Picking a new career path. There's a lot out there, so how do you choose? I'm going to tell you a quick story. I was 26 years old in the gloomy Washington winter, stocking shelves at Safeway, just miserable. People would ask me and I would ask myself, what do I want to do with my life? And I could never really answer that question correctly because I thought the answer was a career path. Coding, marketing, sales. Do I want to do those for my life? No, I want to have meaningful adventures around the world, freedom to change my location and scenery, plus the finances to make it happen. The job really is the tool to help me cultivate more meaning in my life, not the meaning itself. This is why I used to pick things up, try them out for a little bit, and never really make true progress because they didn't feel like the purpose of my life. It didn't feel like my true calling. But once I was able to shift my perspective on my career path hunt, I was able to actually make it happen for myself and find that motivation because it really is just the transportation I'm gonna use to help get me to where I wanna go. So framing and looking at my career path the right way gave me the motivation I needed in order to actually achieve it and then set myself up for where I am today. So I went from stocking shelves in Safeway at Washington to just a few years later looking across my balcony at the beautiful scenes of Medellin, Colombia in an apartment that I could afford because I was actually living at half the cost I was back in America. Yes, desire and passion do play a big role when you're looking for your career path, but they have to be in balanced levels. And if you're trying to go somewhere, you have to be realistic about it. You also need to consider what your strengths are and what the market is needing right now. So let's dive into what are the proper jobs or proper vehicles that can help get you to where you want to be, location freedom, and living the life that you want. I truly believe one day offices will be a thing of the past for most roles, but there are a lot of skills at the crossroads of can be done easily remotely and with high market demand. So if you want to give yourself the best possible odds of landing a remote job, you need to consider some of these positions. We have information technology, digital marketing, remote tech sales, data analytics, project management, UX design, customer service is another big one. Luckily, there's a lot to choose from. However, not all these remote jobs are created equal. For example, if you want to leave the country as soon as humanly possible, I would not recommend software engineering to be the vehicle to get you there. The reason why is it takes a long time to master those skills and a long time to be able to demonstrate those skills to employers. But on the flip side, with the remote customer service role, you can get going immediately, but you're going to take a massive cut in pay compared to the software engineering role. That's why in this program, we're going to help you budget your desired lifestyle so you can understand the exact cost of living there, which will determine what kind of vehicle you're going to use to get there. Now, the results are normally very surprising to people. By leveraging location freedom, you can sometimes cut your expenses in half or fourths depending on what country and what kind of lifestyle you want to live. We have a tool to help guide you through the process with finding the right country, down to the right apartment, plane tickets, Wi-Fi speeds, all of that, so you can determine what kind of budget you're going to be looking for. There are a lot of variations of this. I have a good friend of mine, customer service, left America almost immediately, is in the Philippines. His rent is $200 a month. He's very happy. He's in a great relationship, and he got out of the States as fast as humanly possible. And I have other friends who pay $2,500 a month for a badass apartment overlooking the city of Medellin, but it took them 2 to 3 years to fully set up and fully become remote there. The good thing about remote jobs and location freedoms is you could turn the dials up and down on your life very easily. You could sometimes live months extravagantly and then pull the curtain back and then really turn the dials of your life. It's something that I enjoy doing, and it's something a lot of other digital nomads enjoy doing. With a remote job and location freedom, the possibilities really are endless. The world is now your home, and you can really set up a bunch of different lifestyles all over the place. So turn it up, experiment. I love changing the dials. Knowing yourself, what you want and what you're naturally good at are gonna help you decide your exact path to make this happen for you. We have a lot of resources to help you discover your strongest personality traits and then pair them with proper career opportunities and then suggested career path. Once you have all that figured out, the next piece of the puzzle is goal setting. It's the first step of making the invisible visible, and I can't stress how important it is. You absolutely need a vision and a goal that's crystal clear, or else this sort of vague idea of going remote and traveling the world, they're just gonna be whimsical hopes. And I'm actually glad you're watching this video right now instead of just doom scrolling. You're taking the time to really figure things out. So we will help you break down your big goal into smaller steps, so no matter what day it is, you know what actions you could do to help you get closer to your goal. And you don't need to make things up as you go. We have a huge community of remote workers who have done it before you. People who have already rode that path you're about to go on. Please network with them, ask them questions. They love helping. And for example, if you're getting into tech sales, we have some of the best mentors around within this community. People have been doing it for years. People have traveled the world doing it. Don't create this by yourself. Please seek guidance from others, and it'll help you get there the right way. Now, there's always a step you can take to help you get closer to landing your remote gig and traveling the world. Whether it's really just breaking down the possible career paths and learning about each one to see which one you like best, or it's learning a new skill once you pick one, finishing a course, revamping your resume, networking within the community, networking on LinkedIn. There are plenty of things to keep you busy. It's just making sure you have the passion and the vision behind it to actually do it consistent. Simply writing down your goals is going to increase the likelihood of you achieving them by 33%. I can't find a better ROI on your time than just spending the good amount, figuring out your goals, and crystallizing them. Once you plan your work, it's time to work your plan. Jocko Willink, one of my favorite motivators, says freedom is in discipline. And that's exactly what you're going to need, but you're going to have all the resources given to you so you can help make little by little, day by day, steps towards your ultimate goal, which is getting remote, landing a work from home job that you can eventually travel the world with. I'm happy you're here. I'm honestly excited for you because I get DMs all the time and comments, and they're my favorite ones of people who are like, you inspired me. Now I'm out here in the Philippines and I love it. Now I'm out here in Brazil having the time of my life. And I know this is possible. I know this is possible for you. And if you are able to achieve this and set this up, it will change your life. I've had best friends completely change their lives for it. So I know some people watching this video are gonna make that happen, and I'm really excited for them. So best of luck on your journey. We're gonna continue to help find the jobs that are the best vehicles to get people in these positions, as well as helping them with their resumes, interview prep, and everything they need so we can try to get as many people remote as possible.